Hello guys, in this video we will see Resident Evil Requiem explained. Timeline, plot, and hidden connections will cover everything you need to know. Let's get started.
Step 1. Establishing the chronological framework. Content understanding Resident Evil Requiem begins with a firm grasp of the series' sprawling timeline. This initial step involves mapping out the major canonical events in their correct sequential order, starting from the discovery of the progenitor virus in the Others through the infamous mansion incident of the destruction of Raccoon City, and extending to later outbreaks and global confrontations involving bioterrorism up to the present-day. Key dates, geographical locations, and the introduction of new viral strains or bioweapons. Both are crucial for establishing the foundational narrative flow. This includes noting the establishment of Umbrella Corporation, its rise and fall, and the emergence of successor organizations and independent bioterrorist groups, providing the essential backbone for all subsequent plot developments.
Step: core narrative arcs and character motivations. Content. The next step delves into the primary narrative threads that wave through the Resident Evil universe, focusing on the persistent struggle against bioweapons and the complex motivations of its key players. This involves identifying the overarching goals of protagonists, like Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Lynn Skindy, and Clay Redfield, typically fighting for survival and exposing bioterrorism. Concurrently, it explores the twisted ideologies and ambitions of antagonists, such as Albert, Wesker, Osmond Sadler, and the various corporate executives and researchers who perpetuate the viral threats. Understanding their personal stakes, rivalries, and evolving roles through multiple games is essential for comprehending the long-term character development and the continuous escalation of the bioweapon threat across different story arcs.
Step: the viral evolution and bioweapon genealogy. Content: a critical aspect of Resident Evil Requiem is the systematic examination of the various viruses, parasites, and fungi that constitute the core threats. This step requires a detailed analysis of the progenitor virus as the root, tracing its modification into the virus Ouroboros and subsequent strains like the mold. It involves understanding the unique properties, infection methods, mutation patterns, and the specific bows generated by each pathogen. Furthermore, exploring the scientific rationale or lack thereof behind their creation and dissemination, often for military application or world domination, illuminates the ever-present danger and the continuous scientific arms race central to the plot. Recognizing the distinct characteristics of each bioweapon helps differentiate outbreaks and understand the progression of the global biological threat.
Step: unveiling major factions and global conspiracies. Content. This step focuses on dissecting the intricate web of organizations, secret societies, and governmental entities that drive the overarching Resident Evil narrative, beginning with the monolithic Umbrella Corporation and its founders. The analysis extends to rival corporations like Trisol and New Umbrella, government agencies such as the BISA and the DZO, and clandestine groups like the Connections Loss, Illuminatus, and Simmons family. Understanding their hierarchical structures, covert operations, research agendas, and geopolitical influence is paramount. This involves piecing together their audiences, betrayals, and long-term conspiracies that often extend over decades, revealing how these factions manipulate events, exploit bioweapons, and fundamentally shape the course of the world within the Resident Evil canon.
Step: decoding hidden lore and thematic connections. Content: the final step in explaining Resident Evil Requiem involves diving into the subtle details, recurring motives, and overarching philosophical questions that bind the series together beyond the immediate plot. This includes exploring the thematic undercurrents of corporate greed, unethical science, the definition of humanity, and the cyclical nature of destruction and survival. It requires connecting seemingly disparate events or character dialogues to reveal deeper implications, such as the persistent influence of the progenitor flower, the symbolism of certain creatures, or the long-reaching consequences of foundational scientific errors, identifying environmental storytelling, obscure file entries, and cultural references that provide additional context enriches the overall understanding, revealing the intricate tapestry of lore that often goes unnoticed in a single playthrough and highlighting the true hidden connections across the entire saga.